Here and unforgettable all of the audience and unforgettable also all of the debaters here. Okay, here we want to talk about the motion is necessary, national examination necessary or not. Before that, I want to introduce myself to you all. I'm as the first speaker. My name is Muhammad Jalaluddin Abdul Rahman, and he is my friend Abi Kusairi. He is as the second speaker, and the third speaker is Nazhul Aminullah. Okay, here our background is the education. Why we said education? Because education is very important for our life. Here with education we can get everything. It's like a career, our ambition, and everything else that's very important for us. Because education is give us a happiness. With education we can get everything. We can get everything that we want next time. Without education we will not get everything. Okay, here education is the way to get started in our life. Education, if we want to know how is education in our mind, yeah, we make some examination. What is that? Yeah, national examination. And how if we want to know national examination? The government made the national examination because the government want to know the quality from the Sabang until Merauke, the quality of every student in Indonesia. Okay, because the quality of every student in Indonesia is not balanced. So if you want to make balancing of every student in Indonesia, the government make some examination. It's like national examination. Before the government give national examination, they give the kisi-kisi 4 months before the examinations begin. So the government has information to every school that examination will begin at the example in this month. So before that, 4 months before that, the government has given all the kisi-kisi to every students. Okay, guys, and here why the government made education, so they can analyze the every student. The example 2006 there are 3.3% that doesn't graduate from examination, and 2008 there are 2.1% that doesn't graduate from the examination, and 2010 there are 1.7% that doesn't graduate. So from the examination we can increase education in this Indonesia exactly. And okay, thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay. In this side, you said that Ujian Nasional or UN is very important for make the people in Indonesia knows that how far their education, right? But if you know the lesson, the subject that we are learning in school, that for 3 years, for example, in junior high school, 3 years, but why the government only give the value only 3 days, give the time only 3 days for examination? How if the contestant of UN get sick on that right day? How? But it means that it's not fair. If there is an example in UN also there is a cheating, even though previously give the tips or you said kisi-kisi. How you say that? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. That you said just now in we study around 3 years and the point only 3 days. What is the time? The evaluation only 3 days. That we graduate or not only 3 days or how many hours like that, right? 3 years and the point how to graduate only 3 days. Okay, here and the cheating. That's actually that is motivation for us. How to learn more about the examination. Examination is not for make us afraid about the examination. That's one, because examination is one of the way to get learning more than before. The example, oh, tomorrow is my examination, so they will study hard. They will not think hard, and it's not fractional for them. It's not fractional for them. They will think, study hard, and they will struggling their education. The example, tomorrow is physics, so they will learn about physics.
Thank you for just giving to me. I have the answer to you. you know, but if you said that the national examination is good for our country, of course, well, in our country, it's not used it. You said that last 2 years they learn in their school, and it is just for 3 days. You don't know about the function of the teachers. It is the first, but the function of the teachers that now it is suitable to be pass of the school, or that's what is suitable of pass in school. You think imagine together, my friend. This is the first, and the second, I want to ask you, what is the relation with the examination, national examination, with the answer, with the of the character building in Indonesia? In Indonesia, it is character building, using character building to develop our young generation in the school. Of course, what is the relationship between the national examination with the character building in Indonesia? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. The character building Indonesia, that's why we make national examination, because most of the society in Indonesia doesn't have good education. If only we have good education, our country will be developed country. It's like Japan or Singapore and also Germany. That's why we want to be like them, because they have good education in their society. Okay, that's why the government made national examination so the students can study hard, and the government wants to know the balancing, and the government want to analyze which one the less for them. The example, oh, in Kalimantan, many people that doesn't graduate from the examination, national examination. So they will say, what is the cause? What is the cause? Maybe some the facility less, so they will give some more teacher or more books like that. So the government is not stupid, man. The government will think over, will think the conclusion next time.
Alright, we want to ask you, did the examination itself is still relevant on this era now? Well, we know that the examination itself only tests on the theory, but not on the real life. Because after graduate from the school, just not only with the theory. Did the examination itself testing about their skills, their ability, or their knowledge?
Thank you very much for the time. Taken from ex-deputy of Indonesia, Mr. Yusuf Kala, from Harian Kompas 2013, September 26. He said, our national examination is very important for us. Now, why he say that like that? Why he say like that? Because every year, our country always get reference from UN. It's like your thinking just now. It's like your opinion just now. The problem in UN is not about government, but it's about individualism. Thank you.
As the second speaker, I would like to conclude for this problem on how we can kill this problem. Okay, we're talking about the national examination necessary or not. Of course, as our government, we have to look our government in Jakarta or Central there. Our government still keep it. They want to know about our education that from 3 years that happened 3 years. That's why there is a national examination that's for our education, or they want to analyze them, and we want to know the education strategy.
Lalan Nabi Muhammad.
Our education is still low. We cannot compare with other countries, for example, with America. Of course, this purpose only want to make our education more than before, better and better than before. Anything is like with the light job that we can just study hard, and after that, we can study hard. That's why we can know. America, the government, we know that clever. That's why they have it. They're studying in their class. So this is the result of their studying. And after that, we want to make different countries. We want to change the world to be better country. Because our education is with the paradigm education. That's why our purpose national examination. We would like to make this one to be better and better. Because our government still keep it. Because our still keep it, and it's very good, I think. It's very good method when we want to develop our education here. as a young generation, we must prepare this national examination. Of course, it's very necessary in our life because we are the future of the world.
Tungguin sedikit ya. Karena sistem mati ya, nanti manual dari timekeeper.
Iya, iya, iya.
Kalau udah siap, kasih tahu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm the first speaker, and my name is Marco Colby. Now, we have a topic that penalty for disaster. Okay, as we know, that the corruption is the biggest enemy of the country, of the nation, after terrorism. So, now, if we give the death punishment, it's suitable for us. Because if you see other country who apply that, give the death punishment for that nation, like China, America, USA, Saudi Arabia, Korea, Japan, that already moved and decreased the corruption percentage in their country. So if you know that we are the first country, the first ranking of Asia Pacific for the corruption, and also the fourth rank in the world. How big our country? We say that our country are rich. We are rich on natural resources. We have oil, gas. We have gold in Papua and Freeport. Where is the benefit of our richness? So what is our richness? Because why? We still have a corruption in Indonesia. This is the biggest enemies of the terrorists. So if we know that our government rule about the punishment in our country, that our country the victim of the corruptor are us, jobless, poor. We are a victim because it's only monopolized by the government people, mostly in government people. Just one take example. You know that a long time ago we have Gayus Tambunan, right? Gayus Tambunan is one have a case in tax, and the KPK said the Gayus Tambunan already been in jail, in prison, but in the same time the news reporter found him in Bali. He was in Bali. He enjoyed the holiday. So what is the punishment? The real punishment of Indonesia means that Indonesia have to change the government rule. Because there is effect. The punishment only tax and implementation, is so different. If you say in the text that the corruptor has to be in jail for several years, for example. But because of money, we can the corruptor can give the money and the punishment can decrease to 5 years, moreover 2 years. So means that we have to hope that our country have to change the punishment of the crime. Thank you very much. Sorry, I cannot hear.
Unclear.
Thank you very much. You said that the corruptor is have the best get punishment. Of course, in reality that it is not in line with human rights. That is, not all of the crime can get punishment. You said that get punishment is have to get punishment, and it is not suitable with our human rights. You said in our human rights, it's not all of the corruption get punishment. It is the government just indirect, not direct. It's give the punishment with the corruption. But it is not need more than a long time and more example and how to get the punishment. And it is just like their family, how about their family and how about the punishment. It's like the disaster.
Thank you. Okay, you said that Islam is very different with our human right. We know that we have to differentiate between human right and the rules. If our rules a little bit, we say that how about human right? I believe our country is not developed like our other countries like China. Moreover, there's a proof. If the corruptor can be
Actually, our government already give the human right for them. But what? If already the punishment already 7 years already passed, they will continue their action again. So there's a proof that our human right that government give to the public, the corruptor is not enough. So we have to differentiate between the human right and also the form of the punishment. Thank you very much.
I want to ask you first, is there any reference from Hadith and Al-Quran to that corruptor have to be executed or to death penalty?
Okay, thank you. Actually, there is one with our Olympic and country. But in the law of Indonesia, remember, the law of Indonesia number 31, year of 1999 that have amended with law number 20, year 2001 about eradication of corruption. Mentioned in a certain condition, corruptor can be treated by death penalty. The law of Indonesia.
Belum selesai dong. Terus, belum selesai dong.
Iqbal.
Okay, I just want to add. Yeah, you said that if there is, of course, we don't have any proof in our Quran and Hadith that corruptor have to give death punishment. But remember, I said that terrorists have the same action like terrorists. If terrorists war attack us by physically, but if corruptor attack us by financial side, that make our people become poor and cannot develop. The rich man become rich, the poor man become poorer. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'll ask you something. Okay, which one is better between the corruptor realize and they make Indonesia better than before, or death penalty for the corruptor and we don't have the danger for Indonesia?
Okay, actually, if we change our government rule, it means that we change the rule of Indonesia. We change the rule of Indonesia. If you said that,
Which one is better?
which one better? We make different rules from previous rules. Means we have to change for all the punishment in Indonesia. Thank you very much. Conclusion.
No. What do you mean?
Okay, imagine if our country become broken because of all the corruption. Therefore, we have to against that corruption. We have to we agree to death penalty for corruption in order to make another realize how dangerous corruption is. Indeed, we disobey the human right. But that's the better way that we maintain our country in adversity and ruination. That's all from me. That's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ada conclusion. Ada waktu.
Udah.
Barusan itu.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our argument, let's me introduce my teammate, Mr. Abdul Rahman. I am the first speaker and the second speaker is Bagus Khairi Lestari, and the third speaker is Muhammad Zulfi Mubarak. Here we are to one regency from Asad Islamic Boarding School. Our mission today is the participation of a TI in politics. Of course, we agree with this motion because it will give so many positive effects for our country. But before we give our argument, our present about this motion, let's define about the politics. Based on the Ibn Khaldun said in this statement that is based in the Arabic language that Asia satu hiyam syuru'u musalihatil ummah. I can tell you that the definition is Islamic politics is one way to run the goodness of the all activities in the society. So it is very necessary for us. If our country full of the goodness, there is no corruption, there is no victim, there is no bad cases as like the crime. So it is very Kiai from pesantren good character because al ulama warasatul anbiya. No, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the best people in this world. Well, based on the previous reason, based on the previous explanation, of course we agree with this much that say Kiai participate in the politics. Why? Because we have some argument that can support my opinion. The first that is to repair the politics. If Kiai participate in the politics, of course it can repair the politics in Indonesia. You know, the politics in Indonesia doesn't have good purpose. You know, the purpose of Indonesia just occupy or colonize each other because they don't care about how society can be peace society. So many corruption it doesn't suitable with not suitable with the purpose of our country, that is to be peace country. This is the first. The second is to repair the morality in Indonesia. Based on the purpose that Mahfud MD said that Kiai must participate in the politics. Why I said that? Because in Kiai we know that Kiai is very good because it's alarming from the person that use the teach about the good value. Of course, we pro with this motion that is Kiai participate within the politics. This is the second. The third that is based on the Samsunmunawir.com that is if Kiai participate in the politics, it can hold up the peace in our country. We know all of countries, so many cases that is not suitable. Our country has purpose that is to peace. Thank you very much. You say your agreement with the Kiai during the politics. How about this hadis in Sahih Muslim? Our Prophet said, "Ang ulama umat Rasul menentukan kebenaran dan I know about your hadith. But ulama is warasatul anbiya. You know, you must know it. I mean another hadith that say ulama warasatul anbiya. So ulama is very good because ulama doesn't follow another way. Because ulama also follow the Rasulullah. So Rasulullah in the management in the country, that is so in the Madinah Charter. You know about Madinah Charter. Berwaton umat dan wasatun and khair umat, you know about it. So ulama just follow the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it's very necessary as for to follow the tenet of from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is from Kiai. Okay. And who wanna care what their student? And who wanna care what their student? If the Kiai join politics, wanna care about the student? Thank you very much for your question. Let me answer about the what is the care about the student. So in the Indonesia, so many politics, so many purpose. You can look in the say Wahid Hasyim Asy'ari. So many Kiai, you know, and if Kiai is alarming from the pesantren. So many pesantren in Indonesia. You don't look at the 1%. So many pesantren is 1,000 more of 1,000 in Indonesia. So it's Kiai will not be treated in Indonesia like that.
Masih ada waktu. Teruskan. Itu boleh dulu. Nggak apa-apa, nunggu aja. Bisa nambah.
Said that if Kiai participate in the politics of our country, Indonesia, our president and politics also say it. So that also say land and development of Kiai and Kiai now, but it's our society. Of course, it also says Kiai and the politics of our country, Indonesia, our country, our country, okay, thank you for your time. I would like to ask you from the first mostly from Muslim scholars, they are not able to manage there because politics is very large and very like we can manage management or something else because our leadership
because our Muslim scholar, they have obligation to manage their problem, their own problem. For example, in their boarding school, they have to manage all the students. They have to manage all this the management of the students because of many Muslim scholars, they just only stay in the boarding school. That's it. They don't care about the politics because why? Here we got good politics. Can you make sure that guarantee them that they can manage politics or they participate to the politics social? Can you make sure or guarantee it?
Thank you for your question. Let's answer your question. That is, you must know in a Muslim scholar in Indonesia, so many kiai that can manage that good manager in this country. For example, in Indonesia, you know, for the first time that is Engineer Soekarno until now SBY. So many countries that is because there's kiai don't have the best power to manage our country, so that our country also so many crimes, so many bad cases in our country. So kiai also has opportunity to manage our countries. That our country be peace country, be rich country, so that if our country free from the badness, our country will be rich country, will be the development country in this world. So we agree with this motto that say kiai participation in politics like that. Okay, that if kiai enters the politics of our country, Indonesia, of course, not only kiai just manage all of the units in our country, but there is so many.
No.
Units. Thank you. Yes.
If kiai do wrong to or accept money from government, like one example, when there is a choice of each of the government, when kiai has some money from government, so to support that policy, it's so ridiculous. How about it?
I can hear your question.
This question, how if kiai do wrong or accept money from government, it is wrong. How?
Thank you for your question. But you must know that kiai also work for the money. Yes, you must know that in our country, so many the kiai also has opportunity to the in the Indonesia. For example, in Indonesia, so many but money has managed the money has managed the money of Indonesia. You know about the rule that.
Conclusion.
Thank you for from this last explanation, I conclude that the participation of kiai is politics is good for our country. Because the first is morality country is good morality for our country, and to introduce what is the true way, what is the false way. He said that to collect the aspiration of the society is collect the aspiration of the society, but it's need for our society, for our kiai and other quality of our country Indonesia. He said that basically Islam, our Prophet Muhammad SAW has needed to apply Islamic rule in our country. Of course, in our country, use the kiai and the quality of our country Indonesia. Of course, our country become a developed country, our country can implement to help up to peace, help up to peace of our country, and to introduce the way and peace, and it is to hold up and make our name of our country Indonesia become a good country. Of course, we are as the true if the participation of kiai politics is good for our country. Thank you very much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Makia, and I'm here to tell you about the fatwa haram on smoking. And we are disagree about this. Why? Because we know that 76% people in Indonesia, especially men, is a smoker. And we know that we are know that 49% people in the world are also smokers. And if smoking itself is forbidden, they should say haram from long time ago. But until now, no one said haram, except some of ulama. And those ulama only said about haram. And they didn't strengthen that fatwa. They didn't strengthen that fatwa to the people. They didn't educate us what is smoking, how is the mudarat. They didn't tell us like that. They just said about haram. And if we are talking about ulama, there are a lot of ulama outside there who is smoking. They are smoking and not forbidden.